trolling in Baddies as
Tinkerbell and Terence. Let's go mop the pixie dust off these players. So y'all guess what happened again, bro? During this recording, nearly all the clips are muted. I don't know what's wrong with my phone, but I hope this video is still good to watch. I'm so sorry for that again. Next time, I'll make sure it isn't muted. I swear. Sorry again. I'll play some background music so it isn't so silent. Please enjoy. So y'all know me, I'm way too impatient to stand around waiting for people to fight me when it's literally a fighting game. And I'm also messy. So I saw this group of friends hanging around in said fighting game, and I wasn't gonna drag one away. No. I was gonna insult one of them rightfully. So I called that thing that looked like its head got chewed up and spit out hideous, as I should. And the even worse looking one starts to attack me? I guess she took it to offense thinking I was talking to her. I mean, I should have, she's also hideous. Mind you, they can't see my health and they started to jump me, then proceeded to carry me. I don't know what the point of that is. If y'all know me, well, my friends, I always ask them to stomp me. I hate being carried, especially because it takes so long to heal. So I ask them to stomp me so I can come back full health. Instead, they didn't stomp me, they started to carrying me around, so Nas was able to pull up and get them. So I had respawned after being brutally jumped, and the chewed up bubblegum was able to get its sticky, grippy hands on me and drag me. My friend, which thankfully she was here for a bit to help, was able to get her, but then the second hideous being was nearby, and I had snatched it up, mind you. Again, I'm at yellow health. Just watch how laggy this server was. It feel like this was the only reason why I lost this fight, because I would have easily won that, but I guess Baddies had other plans for me, which is for me to leap. They're never on my side. She later had called this a fair fight when I was low to begin with and lagging. No, like seriously, this was their average 1v1. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all, yes, this sound is muted, but later towards the end when the fight gets even better, the sound had come back, so make sure you watch till then. As this girl stomps me with her finisher, which by the way, she never takes off. As I'm in the finisher, the other one pulled up and fights me while I'm in the finisher, thinking she ate that up, when clearly she chews on her face as a stress reliever. Like I clearly wasn't locked in, and so was my freaking lag just playing in my face. Let me just handle this wrapped up paper real quick. If you didn't know, Nas had just won a 2v1 behind us, and the girl he stomped previously had came back and finished him off, like they were genuinely so bad. That girl obviously got Nas because he was low, we both were on finisher, she was full health, I wasn't, I still managed to lose, just watch. Not only did she lose a 1v1, her friend, the worst one chimes in and makes her lose a 2v1, how embarrassing. Like, just stop jumping at this point. It's okay to lose a 1v1. Everyone loses once in a while, who cares? But once that turns into a 2v1 and you lose now, that's something I'm gonna keep boasting about, because how... Anywho, after that, that girl had tried fighting me after that embarrassing 2v1 and... She logs LOL. Again, I'm still lagging because why did I drag this girl or thing and it didn't show her health going away? Like it delayed. This is when I realized they had called more people, well, one more at this point in time, and when they went at me, I thought, maybe they're only gonna fight with inventory items. No big deal, it's like a 4v2 now, we got this. And boy was I wrong. I wish I wasn't, but I was. Now just watch this. Only reason I pulled up with no blue bar was specially because I thought they were gonna use normal items. All this for one person just to call them easy. Shame on you, that's all I can say. That guy forgot to stomp me, and I had pulled up basically at no health. Now even though I was jumped here still at red health, I'm showing it for a reason, just watch. After I said she literally needed a taser for me, even though I was basically dead, she says this. I literally feel their entire jump made group was trying to rage bait me because there's no way she said she got me solo when that abomination was on me as well. Like always. They're literally two peas in a pod. Twins. Like hello. Now this tryhard's feeling like it's so good when this is their second time dragging the wrong person. Now watch. Because yes, I do count this as a 2v1, well, an attempt at a 2v1 and failing. Wannabe tryhard can't fighting without its RPG. Literally, he could have tried to stay on the floor and fought me and possibly won because I was lagging hella. But no, it chose to stay in the air, which I'm surprised its loverboard didn't break. And because of that, look what happens. Funniest shit I've seen all day. And y'all know I was already on that. Anywho, pretty sure they had jumped this bacon too. She was trying to get her stomps in which period she's just like me for real. Like, look at this. He literally refuses to fight without all those extra weapons. Which, rightfully so, I guess. I need that many weapons for someone if I knew I couldn't get them or want them to get up LOL. Since I couldn't fight them, I went for the foot soldier. I'd quite literally would go easy on her more than anyone else, and she'd still lose. Here's where I didn't go quite so easy because judging from the way she looks, not only does she look like she bites ankles, but also looks like she bot farms. So I tried my best to finish her off with one drag, but immediately baddies love to play tricks on me, and I was basically one hit from winning. Even though I very much clearly had this because even if she had tased me one hit, I would have won, but Nas came in and tased her down. I still count this as a win, regardless. Now let's just watch Nas handle Dior. He used a taser on her because that's all she does. Literally could not fight without a taser. At this point, all of them couldn't fight without a taser. This was seriously the last time I went for this girl, because not gonna lie, I stopped going easy after the continued jumping, and she was just too easy because of that. Nas was fighting that Dior girl, and y'all already know who won. And this girl came back from her slumber because she was PvP off the rest of the time and went straight to jumping into his fight, just for her to log after one drag. Just embarrassing. As I try to get my blue, I didn't know they had another person helping them, and they had came in, snuck me. Not only did they have a taser with them, they also proceeded to bot farms. This one in particular was low-key not okay, and I don't know if they were dropped as a child or, but anywho. Literally as I spawned in, this girl was already feigning to get beat yet again, because I swear to you, not once did this girl get me. Like, I seriously wanted her to stop coming for me because Nas was dealing with like 3 other tryhards. I don't have time for this. Let me just finish beating her up and go find him because I just know he was being jumped by a family of unemployed rats. By the way, this was immediately after. I was trying to look for Nas and clearly trying to fly past this girl, and she just snatches me up. Like, are we serious? If I notice I'm losing every time, I'm not gonna try if I'm fighting other people. Like that tryhard, for example, I literally would only go for him if he goes for me first. Like, I know his inventory is packed with everything he needs to take on one person. And this guy just taking a lil stroll while I'm beating up his friend knew not to turn it back on. We saw the 2 ops in the same area and obviously was on that. They were fining on this bacon, a bacon mind y'all, just embarrassing, and this Dior girl was on her way to jump her too. Don't worry girl, Mrs. and Mr. Rage will save you. So I was stuck on a finisher again just to come back to Dior greasy hands on me. This time she made sure to bring reinforcements. So what happened last time, which FYI it was BTA, wouldn't happen again. So this time she made sure I didn't get up. Now it's my turn, because what you thought this was? I guess we logging after one drag now? She didn't even try help? I have still yet to get my lick back on this one with the widest back, can be able to be seen from miles away. But here I didn't have my mask on, so they saw my check mark, and because of that I'm guessing it wanted to 1v1 me, even though they had jumped me LOL. Even if I lost, I was literally low, but I didn't, which is just embarrassing on their part, not gonna lie. Let me solo as if they didn't tase me and jump me. If I wasn't as low as I was here, I'm convinced I would have won a 2v1, and yes, I'm confident about that. This was the same girl who not only said she could get us alone, she also told her friends that she was beating us up when this is her after one drag. She ended up glitching me, but it's all good, I fixed it. So Nas got snatched up by one of the unemployed people trying to spread their no-occupation disease selves to others, and this girl had dragged me. I don't know why that wide thing was standing there watching, thinking she would have gotten me while she was low like I did to him while he was low. But that wasn't the brightest idea. But then again, he doesn't really look the brightest. Obviously now he actually started to move, I guess earlier, it was a little hard for him. But as he basically jumps me, he asks me this. Like, just look at this, I tried fighting it again here, and my board, literally he made it exceed the weight limit, making me not able to go to the roof, and I was brutally jumped. He literally stomps away after that, like he didn't break my lover board. And here, as I try to get my bars up, this girl comes in trying to do the same thing she did last time, and bot farm on me. Sorry, I keep spam jumping so much, I was basically trying to dodge her drag or taser or whatever she was trying to do. Unfortunately, it didn't work, and I got tased down. Here they go jumping again, and I'm taking off my drag so it's easier to drag her. Now just watch this. Putting B to so bad they needed to put me down. And the other one spawned so close and came back and was still getting beat. Like, seriously, this is so embarrassing. I said that because that girl called Right Cheek or whatever her name was went, I was beating up her and her BF in what world? Y'all, I swear she has to be delusional. Every time she dragged me, I was low, and she knows it too because I would die instantly. That or she'd jump me and call that getting me solo. I genuinely think there was something wrong with this girl. Maybe denial is her coping method. Who knows? Whatever works for you, girl. And here they go again, weighing down my lover board. What is this girl eating seriously? One drag and I suddenly cannot move, and suddenly my arm feels like it wants to snap off. That guy tried to RPG me since she lost and bombed himself. I'm dead. Sadly, a whole new person they called because yes, they called more. Had joined and dragged Nas away, and I tried to deal with this wide back. Unfortunately for me, I was too low. One drag and it was over for me. Maybe if she didn't have bras, so would have done a 1 HP clutch up, but oh well. Obviously going back for my stomp. This girl needs to learn how to stop jumping into my fights. If she won this, she would have also called this a fair 1v1, as if my back wasn't turned or I wasn't fighting another person. Like. And there she goes, losing a 2v1 again. Just stop it. Like, y'all, at this point it was a 6v2, all these people trying to get me all at once, and obviously a third sees me on the ground and goes for that perfect drag, as if I'm not low. But thankfully, I had another friend who finally saw us getting jumped in that server and helped. So now instead of it being a 6v2, it's a 6v3 since my friend's helping. Seriously, even if we were outnumbered by double the amount, they were struggling bad. Like, look at this. Instantly went to jumping and failed. Go sit down somewhere. And as I'm still low, I get up, get my stomp, and this fly incarnate comes and tries to get me while I'm low. I eventually dragged her, and I low-key thought I was gonna clutch up, but my hits were delayed and I was laggying bad. If I had won this, that would have been so embarrassing for her. Like, literally, she's been carrying a taser with her, but she kept getting beat so bad, she had to get RPG too. I was dying laughing. Now here's where everything took a turn for the worst. So I was trying to get my blue bar on this girl because all the tryhards was by the bot. They can clearly see. I was trying to get my blue bar. I couldn't say it in time because y'all could see that fly literally hovering over us like I'm a piece of breadcrumb on his kitchen floor. Like, if I wanted to fight them, I would have kept hitting them. And they all decided to drag and jump me and just watch because I cannot make this shit up. Like, I told them I just needed blue, like chill, and one goes, I don't care. I know we were getting 6v3, but I'm finna triple that shit because TF, you mean don't care. You don't need to jump me just because I wanted my blue bar. I'm already being jumped. That's why I needed it off, y'all. And just look at this because ain't no way. But look, so many people on one person, and look what this abomination says. At this point, it went from a 6v3 to a 9v3, and it's gonna eventually decrease to a 9v2 because my friend will later leave. Let me just get my easy stomp off one of the tryhards, don't mind if I do. Got my stomp as I should, but here comes his E-Daddy to the rescue. When I tell y'all fighting, this thing was so annoying, they were so dependent on their RPG. Even though the RPG wouldn't even shoot, they refused to touch the ground. Like, you got 9 damn people to help you once you're down, the hell you need to keep fly around for? If you lose, oh boo. It's not gonna be a surprise since you're so dependent on RPG, taser, and flame, like OMG. Not only that, their aim was just buns, because how the hell do you miss everyone and hit the person you're helping? Please make it make sense. And all this flying around and chasing my goodness. Like Lord LOL finally saw my opportunity to get some hits on the actually floor. The ones wanting to involve themselves so bad when they all sucked. Y'all, I swear they literally all have a mutual response of freaking weighing my loverboard down. Like the hell? It's every single time I can't even move. Like snowball and jumping and my hits are still connecting. How embarrassing. If her friends weren't here, one drag and it's over. But you're lucky, that's all I can say. I went back to the same spot, because this guy mentioned he needed quote-unquote more screen time. Here it is. And just to let y'all know, this clan called DTX might be the second most jump-made clan ever. This isn't the first time I fought a member from that clan, this is my damn near 5th. And within every fight they would jump me first after I'm fighting a random. Seriously, y'all are gonna get it, LOL. Tried stuffing me in a corner and still losing. Anyways, next. I was still at basically no health from that fight, and came to notice they had jumped Nas. I tried to grab her, but she had a finisher on for what? She wasn't even the one being jumped, LOL. But anywho, I just went for the friend since I may be able to get my ones now that she's in that finisher. Literally could tell she was losing, but when am I ever going to get ones? I swear to you, it was like we were fighting the whole server. Literally bombing and dragging each other just to get one person. By the way, this isn't cut. I was out of Roblox tab basically calling because no way in hell am I gonna log to a bunch of losers thinking they're doing shit in a 9v2. So I went to call and I was AFK and came back to this one guy literally fighting me as I'm AFK. Hello? He'd keep spawn killing me and he knew I wasn't fighting back either. This is just pathetic. And I don't know who took this picture, but someone had taken a pic of them. Literally getting me while I was calling and ATP spamming it in my comment section on TikTok. Like, are we serious, LOL? And not only that, they were surrounding me all asking me the same question. They really wanted to know who I was, huh? Now y'all know why my TikTok and YouTube name isn't close to my display name on Roblox, because of people like this. They'll call me unknown, but I really don't care since that's the whole point, LOL. I don't want to be known just because of people like these. Eventually, one of them found out who I was, I'm guessing from my fit alone, which was Cosmo, but I thought I was unknown? I literally would get recognized even by my fit alone. And not just that, the moment I changed my display name to Mrs. Rage, I'm never having peace, so thank you, I'd like to be my own person. This girl had tried to save me, which thank you girl, but there were too many, and they ended up jumping her, a noob. Yikes. Not only that one had the audacity to add me, there's no way. I had left and rejoined, and now the sound is finally back. Nas was PvP off, basically arguing with them because he said once I left, they were on him. So when I came back, I was trying to see what's going on, but I ain't no puss. I saw one PvP on and was immediately on that. And y'all could already tell who won. I already won and got flamed, and one of them called me a flop. I guess they were talking to the girl who lost, right? Because I was the one who clearly won that LOL. As I'm trying to drag one, I just went for this girl again since the rest literally kept running. And mid-fight, this girl pulls up from the sidelines, catches me off guard, and obviously, I lost. And that's okay, LOL now, if we were to actually fight, y'all just know. Anywho. Not just that she pulls out a flame, sigh. I must be to comp for inventory weapons. Anywho, but this was when my revenge arch starts, because when I called, people started to join. I dragged this one because I never got to have my ones with it, even though they were clearly losing while I was at 1 HP. But let's just give her the benefit of the doubt and say I didn't get her down all the way, even though my hits were connecting. And here they go trying to save her. I got reinforcements now, y'all can't touch me. But Nas can teehee. Okay, moving on. There was literally so much going on, I couldn't see I had to get out that room. Y'all noticed how majority logged as soon as I called? They logged and some went PvP off. That guy who kept spawn killing me while I was AFK, he didn't even try LOL. He was nowhere to be seen. Dior? Nowhere to be seen. Like, this is just embarrassing. Y'all were so quick to fight us when we were outnumbered. Now we got people you won't stand on business? How odd. Like, hello? Now that tryhard who never touches the ground. His turn to be jumped. Oh wait, they can't handle when it's being done back to them, and he logs as well. Like, this girl kept cussing me out because she was so mad that I called more people and now she can't go beat her up. Thank you to everyone who joined and helped. When I called, it was at like 3 a.m. in the morning. I didn't even expect anyone to join, but they did, and I was so grateful. And if y'all didn't know my other video trolling and K-pop demon hunters, I fought this clan called Reft, and a couple days later, I met them again. And they weren't mad about the post. They were really sweet. So we're cool now, and now me and Jizz are like besties. Teehee. Anywho, thank you all for joining and helping, and thank you for watching.